The hike to Hill 88 starts at Rodeo Beach in the Marin Headlands and follows the coastal trail past Battery Townsley to beautiful coastal viewpoints. Rodeo Beach to Hill 88 is a moderately difficult 3.8-mile out and back hike with about 1,000 feet of elevation gained located in the Marin Headlands near Sausalito. After leaving Rodeo Beach, the hike starts on a paved path that goes gradually uphill before the trail starts. Since this hike is in the Marin Headlands, it will be cool and cloudy on some days, but on clear days you'll get awesome views of the ocean along the whole hike, along with a nice cool ocean breeze. You pass a few nice Monterey cypress trees along this paved path before you get to the actual start of the trail, which is the coastal trail. There's some nice views over Rodeo Beach before the trail begins uphill for about 1,000 feet. It was incredibly windy when I was there, and I think it would be on most days that it's cool and cloudy, as that's how it normally is in this area of the Marin Headlands. You can see some small beaches over the edge of the coastal cliffs on this section of the trail, and even though they're not accessible, they're still cool to see because they're completely untouched since no one has actually been down there. Even before Battery Townsley, there's some awesome ocean views over these high cliffs along the coast. After you pass this section of coastal cliffs, you'll continue along the coastal trail for about 1.6 miles to Hill 88. This part of the trail was completely uphill, and the views were awesome looking back at the mountains and the ocean, and make great photo opportunities with the fog rolling over the mountains or on a clear day. This is the coastal trail. You can still get a pretty good view from here even on a foggy day, and you can see a bit of the Point Bonito Lighthouse in the distance. This section of the trail uphill is also paved, and it looks like it would be the remnants of an old road that led to Battery Townsley when it was still being used. Along this section, you can also look back at Rodeo Beach and look to the other side of the headlands where Point Bonito Lighthouse would be, even though you can't see it clearly. Battery Townsley is also right along this section of the trail, about a mile before the top of Hill 88. So this is one of the cannons that was originally planned to be mounted on Battery Townsley. These fired a 2,100 pound projectile about 25 miles, and they were scrapped in 1948 after only being used for target practice. But the original gun barrel was mounted to the USS Missouri in 1944 and never actually got mounted on this battery. It's definitely cool to explore the abandoned battery, and I just went through to the back even though there are some rooms along the sides. I'm not sure if you can actually go into them though. Apparently there actually was electricity at this building at some point because you can see the remains of some old wiring and light fixtures in the hallway. Once you get through to the back of Battery Townsley, you'll get some more awesome ocean views. So inside Battery Townsley, there's tons of bird nests inside the ceiling. You can see them in these gaps here. So here we're gonna go 1 mile uphill to Hill 88. So right after passing through Battery Townsley, you continue the trail to Hill 88, which is about 1 more mile uphill. You might be able to get a very slight view of the Golden Gate Bridge on a clear day, but I could just barely see one of the towers coming over the mountain in the distance with the fog. At this point, the trail ends and you'll go up some stone stairs that take you to a viewpoint at about 850 feet elevation right before you get to Hill 88. There are very few trees around here, but there are still some common shrubs, as always, such as the California sagebrush, which does great with the moisture from the fog in the Marin Headlands. The first viewpoint before Hill 88 gives you awesome panoramic views over the Marin Headlands below and the fog coming over the mountains and the beach. This viewpoint is also right before the second section of stairs to Hill 88 itself. You can't continue on to the closed section of this trail after the first viewpoint, so you'll have to make a left turn on the trail to lead to Hill 88. This section of the trail doesn't exactly have stairs, but it does have wood laid on the ground, which actually makes it harder for you to walk on, so I'd suggest just avoiding the wood and walking on the dirt around it. It did get even colder and windier as we gained more elevation. After coming over that last section of the trail, you'll reach the peak of Hill 88, which has awesome 360-degree coastal views. There's a small stone platform towards the edge of the peak that is the highest point on this peak and offers the best views over the ocean and the surrounding headlands. It's also a great place for a time-lapse or photo opportunity of the fog coming over the mountains. On the way back down from the peak, you can choose to take the trail straight through Battery Townsley at the second entrance towards the main entrance, or you can continue straight past it. So that's the end of this video for now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please remember to subscribe for more and like the video.